Hello everybody, I'm Josh.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're
Ebony-ish
Ebony-ish and
and
Ivory.
Ivory.
Thank you for tuning in to our first episode. We're super excited about this. On our first episode, we have a special guest today. This is my son, Maverick. Maverick, say hi. Okay. He may or may not get a little fussy. He may or may not put his input in on some things, but I guess we'll see. He's gonna play some games and chill with us. Here you go, buddy. Take
it. Good job.
Kyle, why don't you tell everyone what we're doing?
Well, today's our first episode, so we're just going to do some intros of ourselves, of our podcast, and what it means to us, and then of how we met, our friendship, and then I think we're going to play a couple of games and talk about. We love music, so we're going to talk about music at some point. So
True that. So, like I said, I'm Joshua. I am Kyle's best friend.
Sure.
About a little bit about me. I'm 27-year-old. Obviously, I'm a dad. I have a wife. He is 1 year old.
This asshole's already lying. He's not 27 yet.
I'm 26, about to be 27. Jeez, Kyle. No, but I love music. Music is the most important thing to me outside of my family. Music is yeah, you tell him, buddy. I love Kyle. I love him so much. I love Maverick so much. Yeah, your turn.
I'm Kyle. I'm Josh's best friend. I'm Maverick's best friend too. Let's be real. Yeah.
Yeah, you tell him.
I am 34. I am a musician. We met in theater and stuff like that, and we'll talk about that later. But yeah, music is my life, and we decided to have a podcast all about random crap and ourselves, and I guess that can segue into introing our podcast.
Yes, it can. So this is Ebony-ish and Ivory. Obviously, I'm Ivory and he's Ebony-ish. I'm just kidding. I'm Ebony-ish and he's Ivory, and he's a little good mix of in between. We kind of had the idea at the same time, but we didn't really talk to each other about it that often. I had been wanting to start a podcast. I had previously done an experimental podcast in the past, and it did not work out. But I didn't know if Kyle had the time because he was busy doing like theater and stuff all the time. And then he came to me and he's like, "Hey, do you want to start a podcast?" Yeah. Hey. And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." I've actually been wanting to do that for quite a while.
And we just have like the same views on things. So we both come from like extremely different backgrounds, and also end up having like very similar trajectory, very similar experiences through all of that. And we just want this to be a place of love and acceptance and positivity. And we're gonna have special guests, obviously. And we're gonna talk about life, all the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between.
True that.
And just being real between two best friends that come from different backgrounds and ended up in the same place.
Speaking of life, Kyle, why don't you tell me about your biggest pet peeve? Your biggest pet peeve.
I have a lot of biggest pet peeves.
Tell me your top two.
My top two biggest pet peeves. Oh man. In music, I'm a music director, and I direct choirs, and when people cut off their S's but they hold them forever and sound like slithery snakes, I can't deal with it. It really drives me nuts.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I hate when people do that. It drives me nuts. And then I always joke with my choirs and say, like, I will haunt you after I die if you say S's like that. I don't know. Other biggest pet peeves. Are you like going for a specific one? I feel like you have one in mind. Anything. Again, music related. I also hate when people combine, like, if they're ending a word with T and then they start the next word is you. So like, don't you, but they say don't chew.
Don't chew.
I hate it. I can't stop chewing. Stop chewing at me. Really, really gives me the ick.
That's awesome.
It happened a couple of times in SpongeBob, and I won't say who did it. But
Oh, I know.
somebody did it.
Yeah.
And everyone
I've heard
did
it.
that.
I heard it multiple times. Times.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest pet peeve, Kyle knows this. My biggest pet peeve, I don't use hand dryers in the bathroom. I hate them. They take forever to dry your hands, and it never actually dries your hands. So I use paper towels. My biggest pet peeve is when I go to pull down a paper towel from the rolling thing, and it rips in half before the whole paper towel comes off.
That is really annoying.
I hate that so much.
Mm-hmm.
You gave 2. My second biggest pet peeve is probably...
Oh, yeah?
My second biggest pet peeve is probably when... I guess I might only have one.
That's...
No, my second biggest pet peeve, I think, is when people have no vibrato control. No control over their vibrato.
Yeah.
And it's just a consistent, like a bouncy ball that's just bouncing in the smallest space. And you're like, shut up.
My favorite is when... I mean, I hate it, but it's really funny when...
Time out. My second biggest pet peeve is when people wear slides and their toes curl up over the front of the slide. It's like, really? Like, really? Do you really need to be doing that right now? It's disgusting. Few people come to mind. Feet nasty. Feet are nasty.
Yeah. My favorite thing is when it's usually a little old lady in the choir, usually a church choir, and she, has given all of her glory to God. And it sounds like an engine turning over, and it's just...
Oh my gosh. I 100%. People come straight to my mind.
Yes, exactly. You can always tell. Claire's my wife. Claire is gonna be that person when she's 80. She knows that now. She's like,
turn the car over. Come on.
Yeah, literally. She's like, please just shoot me when I get back.
Yeah, tell him. Come on. So, like you said, we really wanted to spread like positivity and support. Like you said, we come from 2 very different backgrounds, but have very similar ideas. And I think that's just one thing that we wanted to do with this is kind of let other people know that there are people who, we understand people want support, and we understand people want love and laughter. And that's what we have come here to do.
Yeah. And
to make ourselves laugh.
Yeah.
Kyle and I can be a hoot. Either that or we can be total D-bags.
Yep.
And
I think this is also like a place to learn. If there is something that we talk about and we are ignorant on that subject, we do want to be educated. We want to learn. We want to grow. We want to continually be activists for people, and we want to make sure that we're representing them and ourselves well. So that's a really big thing for both of us.
Yeah, I agree. We just want to make sure we're doing things the right way, because we understand that there is a right way to do things and to say things.
Yeah.
But we'll get into more of that. So kind of the agenda that I think we have for this is we're gonna come on here, introduce ourselves. Every week it'll probably be similar, little bit different conversations. Maverick will not be here every week. Every now and again we might have one of our friends, like from the shows. We have a lot of friends who are in shows in town. We might have one of them come on, play some games with us. But basically we're gonna come in here, talk, play some games, hang out, chill, have fun, drink out of a sippy cup. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna drink out of a sippy cup. That's crazy.
Can I tell you one time that I did drink out of a sippy cup though?
For what?
So I was in college and I was.
You were in college.
Yeah, and I was on a dry campus, but we obviously were trying to drink in the dorms, and we had previously gotten caught, and we were all serving community service hours.
Oh my gosh.
And so we were like, why are we gonna drink in the dorms? So our dumbasses went and got sippy cups, and we put. What was that blue hypnotic?
Oh, that stuff's disgusting.
Oh my god, I loved it when I was in college.
It's disgusting.
We put that and Sprite in giant ass sippy cups, and we would drink out of the bins. And then our RA came to the door, of course, because they were checking on us to see if we had, had alcohol in there. And we were like, nope, we're just hanging out, being a weird college kids, drinking out of sippy cups. And so then they made us like give them over, and they smelled it, but they clearly didn't know what hypnotic smelled like. And so they smelled it, and they were like, okay, I guess you're just drinking weird Kool-Aid out of a sippy cup. We were like, yep, okay, bye.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of Maverick's cup of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you tell him. You got anything to say?
No.
No. No?
Hey, you still have that nugget floating around?
Hey, where's your nugget?
What happened to it?
When we pulled up to Kyle's house today, Maverick was double fisting some chicken nuggets.
From Wendy's.
You
Dry, with no sauce.
Because that's the best way to eat.
That is
Oh
not
my gosh,
the
my
best
third
way
pet
to
peeve. Kyle judges me on the way I eat my food.
That's because he doesn't use sauce.
Who
It's
needs
just
sauce? If it's a
Everyone
good
needs
nugget,
sauce.
it doesn't need sauce.
Okay, but McDonald's nuggets are not good plain.
Bro, come on. Yes,
You
they
can-
are. They're a little flaky. They're not Wendy's nuggets, but come on.
No.
They're so good.
No.
I hate sauce. I'm not a condiment person.
Which that's why
Exactly.
he's skinny and that's why I'm fat, because I eat the condiment.
Uh-huh.
I know you're on my side. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
He's always on my side.
Uh-huh.
So I think we have a game we're gonna play, Kyle. Do
Yeah.
you want to introduce the game?
Yeah, okay, so it's called 100.
Sure.
Score 100, something like that. It's been floating around TikTok and all the other apps. So I have a word written down, and Josh is going to guess. I'm going to give him a score, so he's going to guess a word, and I'm going to give him a score. You know, the higher the score is, the closer he is to this word. So
100 is what you want to get to.
Exactly. So, all right, go.
That's my. Bicycle.
Okay. That's like 55.
Oh really?
That's pretty-
Oh, I'm off to
yeah.
a good start.
Yeah.
Okay, bicycle. Aerodynamic.
Yep. I'm gonna go 85.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Man, I thought I was not gonna be good at this game. Okay. Hot air balloon. No.
We're probably like 77.
Okay, I went down.
Yeah.
Okay. Bicycle, aerodynamic, motorcycle.
Okay. 80-ish.
Is it a specific brand? Of
No, it's not
motorcycle?
just a brand. We're not that crazy.
Okay. 80-ish. Let's go.
Are you gonna eat that?
Like car.
Now we're getting low.
We're getting low.
less.
Take it.
So like 65.
Okay. Man, this game. Okay, maybe I'm not good at this game. Aerodynamic. Flies. Flying.
50.
Jeez.
Maverick, what you make?
Drive. Yeah. Drive.
Driving. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's getting you back up to like 84.
Okay, 84. 84, bicycle, drive, electric bike.
I want to give you hints.
Give me a hint.
You're stuck on land.
You're stuck on land?
Yeah, so you are stuck on land. Don't be stuck on land.
A pogo stick.
5.
What? Come on. I'm stuck on land.
No, I'm saying like you and all of your ideas.
Oh, so it's not on land.
Right.
Scuba diving. Submarine.
Okay, you get closer. You're getting like 87.
Okay. Okay, so you drive it.
Uh-huh.
And you don't have to be on land.
Right.
What do you not drive? A boat?
Okay, that's close.
Okay.
Like 92?
Titanic.
No.
Dang it. Dang it.
You sunk though.
Oh. Too soon.
Too soon.
Okay. So boat.
Yeah, you're like 92.
Oh, 92. 92. A yacht.
91.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Kayak.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you like 90, 93.
Oh, paddle boat.
Okay. I'm gonna give you like 94.
Oh, come on. Okay. 2 people?
It can be.
Boat, kayak, paddleboard. What else goes in the water? I don't know. A tube, like a raft. A raft.
No. We'll
An
stick with
oar?
93.
An
No.
oar?
No.
Give you one more hint.
It has a motor.
Jet ski.
100.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes! I got that without any hints. Let's go.
Yeah, no hints. Let's
No
go.
hints. Okay, so I'm gonna amend the rules and say we get 2 hints.
Okay, all right.
Because
Sounds good. Sounds good.
that was bad. Oh, you're coming back? Okay. All right. My word, I have it. It's Kyle's turn.
I feel like I'm gonna be terrible this game.
It's pretty random. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Book. It's hard to give a score to things.
I give it a 40.
Okay.
40.
A 40, yeah. House.
6.
iPad.
7.
Okay. Hat.
Wow. 30.
30. That's close to a book.
80.
Tongue clicking? 80? Desk.
10.
For real, was tongue clicking an 80?
For real, it was kind of there, yeah.
Teeth?
No.
Just
13.
no. No. Oh, tongue clicking. Sounds.
I give you 75.
Okay. Okay. Sounds. Music.
Annoying music, I guess you could say. I'm gonna give it 50.
Okay.
55. 55.
Tongue clicking. Is it that sound that Christian makes?
What sound?
Yeah, that like.
Yeah. No.
That'd be really
No.
funny.
We love you, Christian. I thought he farted. I was like, chill.
Let's see.
You still have both your hints.
Okay, give me a hint.
It's green.
Green.
Tiny green. That's your hint.
Tiny green.
Tiny green.
Is it something in this room?
I hope not. No.
Okay. It's that? Maverick's telling me it's the computer.
It's not. That's 5.
What's that? This is a microphone. Oh, yeah. Okay, tiny green. Is it a frog?
What's that?
I give you about.
What's it?
I give you 87. 87.
What's that?
Lizard?
No.
Is it like
it's about 87 too.
Okay, is it like a cricket?
I give you a 98.
Is it a grasshopper?
100.
Hey! How was a book?
Well, because I messed up on that part. Because I was thinking Pinocchio. And then I was like, oh, that's a cricket.
That's a cricket. But he is green.
But he is green, yeah.
Yeah,
he is little
okay.
green.
I see it. I see it. All right, so let's tell the people now that we played a game how we met, because we be silly.
So Kyle and I met. I was backpacking through the Andes, and
because we're outdoorsmen.
We are outdoorsmen at heart. And I was like, man, what is that noise? I look up and I see a plane flying overhead, and then I was like, hey, can you throw me a burrito? And he's like, yeah, I got you. But he yeeted himself out of the plane. Plane crashed. He landed on top of me. We rolled down in a big snowball effect. Down the is there snow in the Andes?
I don't know. Maybe. I will say, to clear up the confusion, I am a snack, so when he said burrito, I left.
He said, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
And then, so snowball effect down the mountain. Next thing you knew, we were in Frosty the Snowman, and that's what the movie was made about. That's how we met.
Yep. Dork.
No, Kyle and I met in town. We have a theater called the...
You're smacking me on the thing.
I did.
I'll take over. We have a theater called the Owen Theater, and it's the historic Owen Theater. Branson Regional Arts Council does shows there, and we met at the auditions for the Addams Family.
I think we had met prior to that, maybe like once,
so,
once or twice. Anyways, okay, fine, whatever, keep going.
And he walks in like a big ass douchebag and hangs out.
What a jerk!
He's too cool for school. He knows everybody in the room.
True.
Whatever. No. And then I don't know. I mean, we started talking because we had to read lines against each other and stuff.
I think we read lines against each other.
I don't know if we read lines against each other, but we kept like passing.
We both made it to callbacks, and we had similar friend groups. So like my friends would communicate with him, and his friends would talk to me. And I don't know, we just kind of clicked.
Yeah, really. I think it was like really the first time that we were up there posing for the family stuff. Yeah, which was still during callbacks, and we were just kind of dicking around. Didn't somebody like fart, and we like couldn't deal with it?
I know who it was. I just want to put that. I know who it was, and I. Oh. Because right in front of the both of us.
Yeah,
and I was like,
right.
What is that smell?
Oh my god, we both were like.
I think that's what it was. We bonded over a fart.
Yep.
And we just we have like we said, very similar mindsets about things and the way we think. Like, we're kind of those friends who something happens and we can just look at each other and know exactly what the other person is thinking.
Yeah, it's bad that we share a brain.
We do share a brain.
And we cannot look at each other in silence. This is bad.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but that eyesight worth a couple million, I think.
Yeah. Which was hard when you were on stage as Lurch. And I was on stage as Uncle Fester, because I got to be like goofy and silly and do whatever the hell I wanted. And you had to stand there being so stoic. And it was so hard when you would trip over your damn shoes.
I had to wear these like platform shoes. They weren't even platform shoes. They were
platform high heels.
High heels, and they were like 5 inches tall. I'm already 6'2". My gosh, dude, it was so hard to walk in those things. I rolled my ankles at least 3 times a rehearsal. That's my specialty, actually.
Yeah.
Rolling my ankles at a rehearsal, going upstairs. Like, doesn't matter what show it is.
Yep.
But that show was hard for me because I am a very outgoing, like talkative, like let's have some fun. And I played Lurch, and Lurch is not. He just the whole time. It was cool, I guess, getting to play something different, but at the same time, I never want to do it again. That was way too hard.
It was really hard.
You know how many times I did break character. I missed a couple cues going out because the girl who was playing Wednesday Addams, Avery, she'd be on the other side of the stage. She'd be like laughing at me and making like a Lurch face at me, and I'd be like, Lurch, come get these flowers, and I'd walk out and have to turn right back around because I started laughing. Couldn't get myself away.
Yo, my favorite though was when you had those stupid glasses and you had to like bring them out, and they were not secured in any way, shape, or form, and they were the flimsiest Dollar Tree glasses ever, and they were full of like actual liquid.
We had actual sparkling grape juice
in them, like to represent champagne or whatever. And you turned around and they went. Bleh,
They all fell. Everything fell on the stage during a show. Everything fell, and I was like, well, what am I supposed to do now?
And then for like the next scene and a half, this motherfucker's down on the ground with towels,
cleaning it
as
real
slowly
slow.
as possible. It was so good.
Oh my gosh, it was funny. I made it work.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know, Lurch is undecided. He's neither dead nor alive. He's not a zombie, but he kind of just, I guess, doesn't have hope for anything anymore. So he just mopes around the whole time until the end, when he has this great solo for a little bit. But and so Lurch moves really slow. So when I spilt the drinks, I was like, squatted real slow.
The towel out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What was your favorite part from that show for yourself?
Man, everything that Uncle Fester did was really fun. I think, what's he playing with?
He's playing with some Aquaphor.
Okay.
It's all closed up. It's all closed up.
I want to make sure it wasn't like something that he could. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, he could. Okay. My favorite part, I guess, was. I mean, the whole thing was great, but I really
It was
loved,
a great show.
The normal song.
One Normal Night.
Yeah, One Normal Night. There we go. It was so long, it was so involved, and it was like, because it was everybody, but it was also solos, and it was like everybody traveling around each other.
There was so much work that went into that song.
Yeah, and it was just, that was my favorite song. I also got to sing really high in that song and have like my Fester opera moment for like a hot second, and that was really fun.
That was cool.
That.
Yeah, you posted that on your TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a Fester challenge or something, and it was really good. I mean, you kind of blew everybody else out of the water. So, you know what I did during that song? Nothing. I raised the.
You raised the oleo.
I raised
like
the oleo 50
times.
times and put it down 50 times. But that's it. I wasn't on. He says that everyone was on stage for that part, but I leave at the very beginning of that song.
Yeah, you do.
And I do not come back until the very end of that song.
But the way that you leave, it was like, we called a family meeting. Everybody's supposed to be there. Everybody's supposed to be hanging out. And then Wednesday starts talking about being normal, and you are just like, no.
I'm
and
like,
you just leave, but it's the slowest, like, fuck you ever. That happens as Lurch just, like, takes 22 and a half minutes to walk off stage.
That show's probably my favorite show I've ever done. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, the cast was really great. We all bonded really well.
Yeah.
And it was just it's a really good show in general.
Time out. You keep talking.
He's gotta go hang out back. So, but yeah, anyway, so that's how we met. That's what was your favorite part of that show?
My favorite part of that show is probably just. It's probably, if Kelsey was here, I know what she'd say. My favorite part of that show is just the way that everybody bonded. And like, when we actually opened up, stuff that we didn't think was gonna be funny was actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Like my slow walk across the stage to let the Beinecke's in.
Oh my god, people
ate that. And I made that slower and slower every night.
Yep.
It was funny. What is he?
Is he licking it?
I have no idea.
I think Maverick might be licking the iPad screen.
It's his iPad. He can do what he wants to.
That's right.
But other than that, my favorite part was just the bonding. Everyone bonded really well. I think we were all a little weary. Some people were weary of each other at first because it was my first time meeting a lot of those people too. Yeah,
it was kind of like we all knew of each other, but we didn't really know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And Jake and Kyle did a great job directing it. Actually, one of my favorite parts was the guy who played Lucas, Joey. He's in another show in town, so he had to skip some rehearsals, and I would get to sing his parts. And then Michael Sager, who you guys may meet at some point, he went out and acted, but he was a dead caveman in the show. So you had a dead caveman coming out to play a 19, what do you say, 19,
19
19-year-old boy who's like kind of rich. So it was, and then me singing in the background, but we made it work. It was fun. There was a lot of very sporadic moments, like last minute, okay, let's do it kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of that, like, you know, the show is maybe 1/5 of what you do. You know, like the performances are the tip of the iceberg in comparatively to what your whole experience is. So that's like one of the things that's the best about it is like all the people, all the late nights at Applebee's or, you know, whatever you get to do, and building all of that stuff in order so that you can have such a good performance.
Yeah, there are things that you have to do in theater to be able to make the performance as good as it is. Because if you're not taking that time outside of being like on the stage, then you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Because you're never gonna get that energy. You're never gonna get that click.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the most important things to me about theater is the fact that you have to take that time. You have to be able to bond. Because if you want to succeed, you need everybody else to succeed. And I mean, we've done a show where you and I have done a show recently where there have been people who've not put in that effort.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well now it's just weird. Like,
Yeah.
now what do we do?
I think Kyle said it best when he was talking to one of his casts about how, like, sometimes you have a theater experience that everything is perfect and everything clicks super well. And then you have, like, the next show that you do. That may not be, like, the thing that happens because what you're supposed to take away from it is something completely different than the relationships. It's more about like working on your technique or working on different staging things or whatever. So like, you know, one of the things that you had to work on in this last show that we were in is that all of a sudden you had
Alerted
to, like,
Ladies?
No, oh I guess 2 shows ago.
SpongeBob?
Yeah. Was like that you had to like emergency get into a different character and like learn everything really quick. And it like for that show was less about bonding with every single person that was in it and more about like making the show still work when things went crazy. Yeah.
But we did it though. We
did.
had a couple times where we had to have people sub in.
Yeah.
And 2 on the same night actually, that Saturday that everyone got sick.
Yeah, it was crazy. And it's crazy because the audience would never know. But like you're
I mean,
there
I'm sure they
freaking
would know
out.
if they saw my clipboard that I had in my hand with all my lines on it.
Not all of them. You
Yeah,
memorized a lot.
I was proud of myself.
Yeah.
I had like a 2-hour notice that I was playing Perch Perkins. I was a ensemble character called Buster Blue Tang. And the guy who played Perch Perkins got sick. So I got a call like 2 hours before showtime saying, hey, we need you to fill in. And I'm like, okay, I'm on my way.
Yep.
It was cool. So I real quick took a clipboard and scribbled like doctor's notes lines down and got to run through the cues. It worked. We had 2 shows that day, right?
Yeah.
And it worked really well. But it's just, you got to be prepared.
Yeah, you just have to, and like you have to know the show well enough and the people well enough to just like go with the flow. And I think that was, so Adam's Family was about building relationships for us, and then SpongeBob was more about like figuring out how to always make the show work, no matter what happened, no matter who was sick, no matter who was out. And then Learn the Ladies was a lot, at least for me, about like how to have no music.
That was your first straight play, right?
Yeah, that was my first straight play, and it was in verse, and it was in 10-syllable lines, and it was in Old English-ish, and so it was a lot about like making sure that I could act. Anyways.
That was an intense show, I think, for everybody, because like you said, it was written in verse, but we couldn't necessarily say it how it was written.
Yeah.
Because it had been rewritten a couple different times, right?
Yeah, because it was in French originally. So.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that show.
Yeah, it was fun.
It had been like 10 years since I last did a straight play too.
Yeah, you did some in high school, right?
I did 1 in high school when it was a student wrote straight play called Why Me?
Oh.
And it was basically about like the struggles of like depression and going through like having your parents go through a divorce and someone having like suicidal thoughts and someone being hungry all the time. It was a deep play. Just so you know, I'm moving around a lot because my son is currently moving me. I don't know if you probably can't hear him in the background going, no.
He's just
But-
pulling him around the studio.
it's all him.
Good job, Maverick. Hey, you want to come up here and talk?
You want to come say something? You want to come say something?
Maverick, what was your favorite play that you got to see your daddy in?
Shopping.
Sharpay? I wasn't in High School Musical.
Shopping.
Sharpie? SpongeBob? Was it SpongeBob? I mean, he did have pretty cool outfits in SpongeBob.
I did. I was basically the genie for Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
I
With like
enjoyed.
really fun, goofy kind of hair. Oh, careful.
Whoa, hey, whoa, hey. Can you say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Good job.
Good job.
No.
No. You want to watch your show? Sorry.
Like,
I'm not sorry. You want a drink?
oh,
Oh, he's getting all sad.
oh no.
'Cause he
Hey,
wants
what's
to-
your favorite
Oh,
show this
look at
week?
him. What's your favorite show?
Oh.
Oh, poor kid.
Oh.
Poor baby.
So are you watching Encanto? Is that what you were watching?
Look at his little lip.
Little quiver.
His mom's out of town this weekend, so it's just been me and him, and I don't think he's 100% used to it yet.
He's having a boys' weekend. I bet he's having a blast.
Boys weekend, woohoo!
Woo, woo.
Want to play some basketball? Gonna go see a show tonight.
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Like maybe.
Speaking of favorites, Kyle, tell me what your favorite song has been this week.
My favorite song for a good minute has actually been Toy is what it's called. But hold on, I don't know who it's by. It's by Netta.
Betta?
Netta.
Netta.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she
What?
that one.
I looked at my phone to try and see where you... Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a creative piece of art.
Yeah, it is. But she sounds like a chicken in it. It's real fun.
Oh, really?
Listen to
Did you show me that song before?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
as soon as you said chicken, I was like, oh, I know
Yeah.
what that
It's real fun. I like to listen to really random music. What about you?
is. My song of the week is this.
Maverick's #1 hits. That's right.
Yeah. We've been watching a lot of children's movies, and everyone knows the movie Moana. There's a song called "We Know the Way," but it's like it's written by and sung by Polynesians, so it's like Samoan, and it's like really deep. Actually, I've taken the time to like listen to the song and understand the song, and it's really deep, and it's really good. Maverick.
He's finishing his #1 hit right now.
Tell me. Oh look, disappearing hat trick.
Perfect.
But yeah, I think that's probably my #1 song. Actually, there's a song called "If You Ever Change Your Mind" by Calum Scott. Sorry, we're doing a little photo session.
Little pictures.
That's probably my favorite song right now too. That's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we'll add links to those like on our YouTube videos.
Yeah, we're gonna add. We have a TikTok. We have Facebook. We have an Instagram. We do not have an X yet.
No. What is that? What, old
That's Twitter. That's
Okay,
like
yeah.
Twitter or something. I don't necessarily think we'll do. But we're gonna post like the links to like the YouTube videos. Because we plan on posting on YouTube and then maybe get into Spotify and Apple Music and stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of the gist of it. But we'll post the links to everything that we talk about and everything that we record. We'll post it onto the Facebook and all the socials, really.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess this is pretty much our first episode, sort of wrapping up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate you going along on this journey with us.
There will be things that's gonna change. We're just getting started, and we appreciate you guys, like you said, coming along with us. We have a lot of stuff to figure. We have a lot of stuff to figure out still. We have a lot of stuff to work on, but
Yeah,
we're gonna
excited.
get there. We're happy that you guys are gonna come along on the journey with us.
Yeah.
Am I first? Oh, we wrote a little sign-off support thing that we're gonna do at the end of it all. So It's cute.
It
We
is
wrote
really
it together.
cute.
So it is. Hang on, Bubba. It is that. It's we see you.
We love you.
We support you.
And we thank you. He's going
And
to
that's
do a
it.
kiss.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. Again, we do appreciate all of you guys. And we hope you have the best of days.
Yeah, best week.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.